Oh, great, there's the Hasidic guy, you know, because he's thinking very small mind. He's a Hasidic guy, I just want to daven where he davens. Perfect. Where do you daven, dude? But he doesn't understand. I don't like that question. I don't accept that question. So just because you think it's a nothing, you just want to go where you can't handle the truth. You just want a truthful answer. I daven in my bedroom. Okay, so do you want to come into my bedroom? We'll daven together. That'll be a lot of fun. Nobody will know.
You guys Facebook friends now?
No. So, I mean, it's like the guy doesn't want the truth. He can't handle the truth. So you have to lie to a guy like that. You know, so I just said, listen, you know, you're looking for a place to daven. Why don't you go across the street? I said, there's a shul right there, right? Yeah. I was pointing at him, I said, I think you'll be very happy in that shul there. And I wasn't lying. I was like, that's a good shul for you. Why don't you go there? So then the guy asked me, are you Breslev? Right? Are you Breslev? And I'm like, no.
Isn't it obvious? Like, Breslovs is really loving Jews. Like, Breslovs would tell you where they go.
I know, the guy
without just like that.
No, the whole conversation would have been different. If I was Breslov, the guy wouldn't have
welcomed him to your house.
No, the guy wouldn't have made it over to me. Before he got to me, I would have went over to him and I would have said to him, hey, are you coming to my shul tonight? You know, here's some pamphlets and blah, 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 blah. Rabbi Nachman loves you. Nah, 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 nah.
It's a great mitzvah always to be happy.
Yeah, let's do a dance. Let's take some drugs. Okay, Bubba Metzia's in the room. Hey, Bubba, how's it going? So I was like, no, I'm not Breslev. But the thing that was interesting about this was 5 minutes earlier, I was in the checkout of a store here. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to identify.
With the beautiful checkout girl?
No, this is a different store, whatever. Okay. It doesn't matter. And the person said to me, are you Breslev? Because I said, I made the mistake of opening with a conversation. I said, thank you very much. Have a good Shabbos. And she goes, oh, are you Breslev? Because I guess only Breslevs say, you know,
have a good Shabbos.
Everybody else just goes, give me the fucking change, right? Right, because nobody else is nice in town, but the Breslevs are very nice. So that, you know, it's like, no, I'm not. You know, and she's like, oh, well, then what are you? And I'm like, I'm Jewish.
You're just making friends wherever you go.
Yeah, I know. So the guy at the corner, that across the street, so he's like, so I said, are you Breslev? And this was only 5 minutes later. It's the second time in one day second time in 5 minutes I've been asked if I'm Breslev. So the guy's like, are you Breslev? And I said, no. And he says, then what are you? And I'm like, I'm Jewish. Breslev, do your Breslev.
Oh,
we don't talk about Breslev here. We don't go that low for a joke.
Aye.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
This is a Torah show.
Levi's a huge Breslever. Okay, so that's it. So, you know, like if I have my payas out so people think I'm Breslev. Why? Because it's lowest common denominator stuff. Because the people only know two Hasidic groups, right? They know Chabad, they know Breslev. If I have my payas wrapped around my ear so they don't see the payas, they say, oh, are you Chabad? I have them out. Oh, he's got payas. Breslov has payas. He must be Breslov. Ah, I'm a genius. I have 12 kids. Look at me. So that's the small, narrow-minded Jew problem. You know, that's all they can see in their world. And I feel sorry for these people. You know, most of them are inbred mutants, and that's as far as they can think. Right? It would never occur to them that I could be from one of another million different Hasidic groups. That's number one. Or maybe I'm not Hasidic, I just happen to have payas, which is the truth. All right. Why are we bringing this up? Because I wanted to bring out this story because D. Medic asked a great question. What the hell is Breslev? I need to discuss what Breslev is. So why don't you talk about it? You can answer this better than I can.
Breslev is one of many Hasidic sects, and its Rebbe died about 150 years ago.
More than that.
Rebbe Nachman of Breslov.
250 at least.
Well, look him up on Wikipedia.
Okay.
And they tend to dress in white, and they dance around a lot, and
wow, you sound like the Kabbalah Center.
A lot of them are really weird.
You just described the Kabbalah Center.
And some of them take drugs. And interesting Hasidic group. There are basically only two Hasidic groups that are open to outsiders.
That is false.
Okay, there's Chabad and Breslov.
That is false.
Who else?
I was in Bells. They were very happy with outsiders. I was in Boston. They're very happy with outsiders. You can have no problem. I know lots of people who joined Satmar. They are no problem with outsiders. That is patently false. The difference between the two is that Chabad makes a big noise doing it. They go out into, like, you know, Malibu and Brentwood, and they make a dance on the sidewalk. Hey, look at me, I'm Chabad. And Breslev will do the same. You know, just the dance is a little bit more awkward. It's like, you know, and they go out. You know, Bells doesn't embarrass himself that way. If you find your way to Bells, they'll accept you. But Breslev and Chabad will go out into the forest and scream for you to come to them. And they'll do it naked.
No, they won't.
Breslev will.
Okay.
You don't wear a na kippah? No, I lost mine. So that's the whole story. I hope that answered it. So it's a Hasidic group. It's not one that I have any connection to. Anyone who's opened a Rebbe Nachman Sefer for more than 10 minutes has more of a connection to Breslev than I do. I have no connection to Breslev. The only connection I have is that we both have long payas, which is not really a connection because every Hasidic group, except for Lubavitch, has long payas. So when someone says, "Are you Breslev?" based on the fact that I have long payas, what they're basically communicating to me is they only have ever heard of two Hasidic groups. Talk about a lightweight. You've only heard of two Hasidic groups. Here's a tip, folks. Do some Googling, do some research, get educated. There's a lot of Hasidic groups out there, okay?
Oh, when I was in Israel, I was in Tel Aviv, Motzi Shabbos, and I was walking along the beach.
Here's a good story
This
coming. I
group
can
of
smell it.
Hasidim were all dancing around a boombox. And so which denomination of Hasidim do you think would be most likely to dance like at a beach in Tel Aviv?
Around a boombox?
Around a boombox.
What was playing on the boombox?
I don't remember.
Was it Jewish music?
Yeah,
What kind of Jewish music? Just Jew music?
Jew music.
It's Breslev.
Yeah, it's Breslau.
Gotta be. If it was Goyish music,
It wouldn't be a group of Hasidim.
no, it'd been me and you.
Chas v'shalom, chas v'chalila, hedem mehira.
Right here. All right, so that's the story on that. Now, what's your take on what happened on the sidewalk that day with me on Friday?
Well,
I tagged you on that note. You didn't say a word.
I think it's up to you to. I think you need to find a community and join. And
But I don't fit in anywhere I join.
then I think you need to go to therapy and work
Nah,
on that and go to
therapy doesn't work. I already made up my
12-step
mind.
programs.
Nah, I made it. Okay, thank you for your input. I already made up my mind. I thought about it over Shabbos, and I made up my mind, and I have a very big announcement to make. Are you ready, folks?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, my problem is I can't activate this program, this solution, because I don't have money. But I have decided I need, for my mental health, I need to leave the Jewish community in a big way. I can't go outside, and it's killing me. My agoraphobia, Jews are not helping it. When I go outside and I can only make a 5-minute trip, and I am pounded by Jews asking me these rude questions, I hate going outside. Okay? So I need to move. I have no business being here. I'm not part of this community. The only thing that's good about it for me is that it's cheap living here, and also that it's so easy to be from on Pico, right? But what if I could drive in when I needed to come to Pico, right? Like once a week, come in, do my shopping, whatever, and get the hell out. Come in on my terms, right? I want to live at my beach. If I had the money, I would move right now to my beach, live with the Goyim at my beach, get an apartment. I get along great with the surfers at my beach. I get along great with them. They don't hassle me with these questions. You get like 10 surfers in the water, 2 surfers in the water, and they don't go, "Hey, where did you daven this morning? Hey, what yeshiva did you go to?" They don't ask questions like that. They don't even ask me about my payas. I've been surfing there for 15 to 20 years. I've never once been asked by what's with the payas, what's with the beard, are you a rabbi? I don't get those questions. Nobody talks about it. It's like the 500-pound gorilla in the water. Nobody talks about it. You know what we talk about? They say, "How are the sets today? How's the water? How's the waves coming in? How does it look, man? You having a good time? I want to catch it." It's about the surf. Okay? Why can't Jews be like that about themselves? Why can't we have that attitude of, I don't want to start asking the guy lowest common denominator things that I noticed about his body or where he's from. I don't care. It's not my business. I am welcome with open arms with surfers who are all goyim. They accept me for who I am, what I am, and they don't ask questions about it. And I am more comfortable with the surfers at my beach than I am in the Jewish community. I always have been. And that's where I need to go. I need to move to my beach and I need to go surfing every day and be at my